Being a president in modern day Africa with all its challenges is quite a huge task. More than 25 years ago, when one of Africa's great leaders, Sankara, was assassinated by a group of individuals led by Blaise Compaoré, our fellow brothers and sisters in Burkina Faso lost a very great leader. In today's episode of Celebrity Vibe, we take a look at the life and times of Thomas Sankara and what he was able to do as a president to make Burkina Faso a country that is right now. You're watching Prince Media Television. Let's go in for a few facts about Thomas Sankara and we return.
Thomas Isidore Noel Sankara, born on 21st December 1949 and passed away on the 15th of October 1987, was a Burkinabe military officer and socialist revolutionary who served as the president of Burkina Faso from his coup in 1983 to his deposition and killing in 1987. After being appointed prime minister in 1983, disputes with the sitting government led to Sankara's eventual imprisonment. While he was under house arrest, a group of revolutionaries seized the power on his behalf in a popularly supported coup later that year. Aged 33, Sankara became the president of the Republic of Upper Volta. He immediately launched programs for social, ecological, and economic change and renamed the country from French colonial name Upper Volta to Burkina Faso, with its people being called the Burkinabe. His foreign policies were centered on anti-imperialism. While he rejected aid from organizations such as the International Monetary Fund, Sankara welcomed foreign aid from other sources but tried to reduce reliance on aid by boosting domestic revenue and diversifying the sources of assistance. His revolutionary programs for Africa self-reliance made him an icon to many African poor. Sankara remained popular with most of his country's citizens. However, his policies alienated and antagonized several groups, which included the small but powerful Burkinabe middle class, the tribal leaders who were stripped of their long-held traditional privileges of forced labor and tribute payments, and the governments of France and its ally, the Ivory Coast. Opposition parties and unions were banned and media freedoms curtailed. Striking teachers were fired and replaced by young people with no experience. On 15th October 1987, Sankara was assassinated by troops led by Blaise Compaoré, who assumed leadership of the state shortly after having Sankara killed. Regarding his early life, Thomas Sankara was born Thomas Isidore Noel Sankara on 21st December 1949 in Yako, French Upper Volta, as the third of the 10 children of Joseph and Marguerite Sankara. His father, Joseph Sankara, a general, was of mixed Mosi Fulani heritage, while his mother, Margaret Kianda, was a direct Mosi descent. He spent his early years in Goa, a town in humid southwest, to which his father was transferred as an auxiliary brunette. Sankara attended primary school at Bobo Doloso. He applied himself seriously to his schoolwork and excelled in mathematics and French. He went to church often and, impressed with his energy and enigmism to learn, some of the priests encouraged Thomas to go on to seminary school once he finished primary school. His Roman Catholic parents wanted him to become a priest, but he chose to enter the military. The military was popular at the time, having just outlasted vice president. He was also seen by young intellectuals as a national institution that might potentially help to discipline the inefficient and corrupt bureaucracy, counterbalance in the ordinate influence of traditional chiefs, and generally help modernize the country. After basic military training in secondary school in 1966, Sankara began his military career at the age of 19 and a year later was sent to Madagascar for officer training at Antisarbe, where he witnessed popular uprisings in 1971 and 1972 against the government of Philibert Tisserana and first read the works of Karl Marx and Vladimir Lenin, profoundly influencing his political views for the rest of his life. Regarding his presidency, a coup d'etat organized by Blaise Compaoré made Sankara president on 4th of August 1983 at the age of 33. The coup d'etat was supported by Libya, which was at the time on the verge of war with France in Chad. On the first anniversary of his ascension in 1984, he renamed the country Burkina Faso, meaning the land of upright people, in More and Dela, the two major languages of the country. He also gave it a new flag and wrote a new national anthem. A few facts on his assassination. On 15th October 1987, Sankara was killed by an armed group with 12 other officials in a coup d'etat organized by his former colleague Blaise Compaoré. 34 years after Sankara's assassination, former President Compaoré and 13 others have been interdicted and will be tried for complicity in the murder of Sankara as well as other crimes in the coup. On his legacy, 20 years after his assassination, Sankara was commemorated on 15th October 2007 in ceremonies that took place in Burkina Faso, Mali, Senegal, Niger, Tanzania, Burundi, France, Canada, and United States. A statue of Sankara was unveiled in 2019. However, due to complaints that it did not match his facial features, a new statue was unveiled a year later.
Looking at what Thomas Isidore Sankara went through to lead the people of Burkina Faso, commonly known as the Burkinabes, some of his policies alienated a few people or alienated a few classes within Burkina Faso. Some people were not in support of his policies, which led to people like Blaise Compaoré and others to kill one of Africa's great leaders. You have been watching today's episode of Celebrity Vibe on Prince Media Television. Join us next time as we bring you another great personality that has had an impact on the African continent, including Uganda. You can follow us on our various social media platforms. On Facebook, we are Prince TV. YouTube, we are Prince Media Television. And if you have any question or comment on the programming for this amazing channel, send us a WhatsApp message or an email on the details below your screen. Bye-bye.